DatPiff.com world premiere.
Go ahead. So you can't just do it. Go ahead. You gotta do it well. Ha. Look.
Hey guys, it's Tiffany, and I am going to talk about my college experience so far. So stay tuned. If you like it, please subscribe. If you don't, I'm sorry. Thanks for the view. Okay, so before I actually start the video, I just want to say, if you're not in college but you're trying to decide, ew, that was weird, decide whether or not you want to go to college, I suggest you do. Want to know something that's super awkward? I didn't know my drink's shadow was in the way. Okay, now that we've got that problem fixed, if you're trying to decide whether or not to go to college because you don't know if it's for you or not, I suggest you go to try it out, because it's literally, okay, people are not joking when they say college is the best time of your life. You meet new friends. It's nothing like high school, I promise you. You meet new friends, you get extra freedom. I mean, I had freedom before, but this was like on a whole nother level there. So you get freedom. The classes, I mean, you show up to your classes, okay? But it's pretty much easy to pass if you apply yourself. Okay, so I went to Georgia Southern University, and if you're in Georgia, you probably know, because, I mean, everyone says it. It's considered a party school. Now, if you ask me, I don't think so. I mean, it does get pretty lit, but I don't think it's a party school. I think if you want to party, you party. If you don't, you don't. Now, the partying was, I mean, it wasn't the least of my problems. It was a problem, but it wasn't the biggest problem. So I went into college, and everybody giving you advice. They're like, join clubs. You should join clubs. No. Okay? Join clubs if you're prepared, if you know you can take it. But if not, just do you. Focus on your grades. Don't even get a job. Just try to, find your niche. Okay? Because I tried to do clubs and schoolwork, and that just didn't work out. I was on the competition cheer team for my school, and it was super fun. Like,
I'm with some hood girls looking back at it, and a good girl in my tax bracket. Got a black card and let sex have it. These Chanel bags is a bad habit. I do balls, down Mavericks. My black matted. Bitch never left, but I'm back at it.
It was fun. I was around a lot of great people. The actual cheering was fun. I liked it. But I didn't realize that I was putting it before my schoolwork until it was too late. But it was a good time. Even though I didn't even know how to do a cartwheel. That's weird. I learned how to do a roll though. But whatever. Our practices would last till like 11 o'clock p.m. And my assignments were due at 11:59. Do you think those assignments got done? My assignments did not get done, okay? And that's so funny. Okay. My assignments did not get done. I remember one time I walked into this test for economics, and I did not know a single thing on that test. I got a 33%. Yeah. But anyways, I was just getting really consumed in, the whole, oh, this is lit, being a cheerleader in college life. And that just wasn't the way to go. I'm pretty sure y'all know what happened to my GPA. Dropped. I ended my first semester of college with a 1.8. Would you tell your mom that? Like, Mom, yeah, college was great. I ended it with a 1.8. So I have a special guest. My mom brought him in my room just now. He's looking at me super awkward. This is my nephew. Hi, Papa. Yo, he was just asleep. I promise. That's the only reason I started recording again. What? Okay, back to the story. I could not believe myself. I was so disappointed. I immediately quit the cheer team. I had to take a class the very next semester because I was on academic probation. I'm still embarrassed to this day to say it, but I mean, this is my college experience. I've gotten through it. The class is called Principles of Learning. No, it was called Methods of Learning. And it was a class you had to take if you were on academic probation. And basically, to get on academic probation, you had to have a GPA lower than a 2.0, which was me. But that class was so easy. It was the easiest A I've ever taken. I mean, it's easier than a walking class, all of that. And it had like fifth grade work. The only way you didn't pass that class is if you didn't show up, which you had to, or if you went to sleep. That was the hardest part in the class, not to go to sleep. But she basically passed out worksheets with fifth grade work saying, oh, how to contact your professor, how to check your grades, things like that. Like, the class was really easy because I wasn't, a dumb girl. I just made like dumb decisions freshman year, first semester. I ended up passing my second semester with a 3.2, which was good. I mean, it brought my GPA up to like a 2 point. I don't know. It was above a 2.0. I know that because I was out of this stupid class. So the second part, well, the second complication of my freshman year was the partying. I mean, you come to college and you're not really used to partying like that. Like, you don't have to be home at a certain time or anything. You made new friends, so you partying with your new friends, making new friends while you with your new friends. And who wants to give that up? So, when I was not cheering and not doing my work, obviously, I was partying in them hot clubs.
Like I'm shirt off, like I'm shirt off, like I'm shirt off, shorty.
Kinda lit, but I wasn't thinking about my grades. And don't think that just because I'm laughing about this that I wasn't serious at the time, because I was dead serious. I was like, my mama gonna pull me out of college. I'm gonna be one of those students. Tragic. So I forgot to mention, when you go to college, people say you meet your lifelong friends. That is so true. Oh my goodness. I meant like the best girlfriends ever. One of them, she's my actual best friend. Like,
This track.
That's my best friend, that's my best friend. Bless big old booty bitch message from Texas. What's Nessa? Mama skeet all the nigga come catch me. And that's my bestie, my best friend. Go best friend. Nigga living TTG and everything is still on fleek.
and like, I consider her my sister. I tell her everything. We do everything together. We laugh, cry, all of that. She's like the peanut butter to my chocolate. And I met her because I was supposed to be her roommate, but I wanted a bigger closet than the actual dorm that I was going to be living in with her. So I ended up switching dorms in the last minute. But she stayed over my house every single day for about 6 months that school year. So yes, she was present for all of these adventures, all of the downfalls with the school grades, all of that. But yeah, she ended up staying in my house and living with me for 6 months because her roommates weren't, they were the roommates that, you know, they talk about before you get to college. The ones that you don't. You get the point. Now fast forward to sophomore year. Sophomore year was lit. Like, I got my grades up. I got no worries. I was partying all the time. Okay? You know, when I tell people my GPA story and situation or whatever, they're like, oh, you were partying too much your freshman year. And no, that's not the case at all, because sophomore year, I came back, I was like, where's the party? Like, I was partying way more than freshman year, so that's just not true. But sophomore year, I was like, you know, discovering myself, trying to find what works for me and what doesn't work for me. And I actually did end up joining clubs later on, but that was, you know, after I got my grades right and stuff like that. I learned about time management. And so I was in different clubs. I joined 2 clubs. I was in CSA, which is Caribbean Student Association, and I was in Blaction, which is a modeling organization. And it was so fun. Oh my gosh. I was partying a lot, but I was doing my clubs and schoolwork a lot too. So, I mean, it was kind of balanced. I was partying more than freshman year, but I was still on top of my game with my clubs. I was just juggling. I was juggling everything. I had it made, okay? And sophomore year sadly came to an end. I had so much fun. Freshman year was my favorite, but I really liked sophomore year because I was able to, you know, find me. And so, the end of my sophomore year, I was thinking to myself, I'm like, I'm a city girl. Like, I'm from New York. I was always in the city. I just wanted to go back to the city, so I transferred schools and I went to Georgia State. Y'all, Georgia State and Georgia Southern are rival schools. It's the battle of the real GSU. Georgia Southern is the real GSU. And no, but for real, I wanted to transfer after my first semester, but I couldn't because my scholarship hadn't hit yet, and it was not transferring over schools. And I was not about to lose out on $2,000. That's just dumb. So I'm staying another semester to finish out my junior year, and senior year, I will be going to somewhere that feels more like a college that suits me best. I mean, maybe Georgia State is for some, like, it's a school for some people. It's just not me. Just not me. And that's not a bad thing. It's just not for me. But yes, I am going into my second semester of my junior year. And my first semester, I actually got really good grades. Besides one class, but there's always that one class. But I got really good grades. And I just hope for the best the next semester, honestly. And that's it for my college experience. Of course, there are details that I've left out, stories I've left out, but I can discuss those stories at a later time, story times possibly. But if you liked this, I'm glad you enjoyed it. subscribe to me. Keep on watching because there will be more videos to come. And see you later.
Ain't gotta ask it, I did them all now. How about the caskets? They should arrest you, or whoever dressed you. Ain't gon' stress you, but I'ma let you know, girl, you be killing them. You be killing them, girl, you be killing them. You be killing them, girl, you be killing them. You be killing them, girl, you be killing them.